Hi there. So a common question I get is just how many platinum trophies do you have? You do a show all around getting a platinum trophy in a game. How many platinums do you have? Well, I'm going to satisfy your curiosity and take you through my entire trophy collection. This will be a bit of a long video. So first, an overview. There you go. I have 23 platinum trophies. It's not an awful lot for a guy who's got a trophy collecting show, but I have 23 platinum trophies. And I can show you which ones. I don't know why that's there. Ratchet & Clank Nexus, I don't know why that's there. It's a weird one. So there's Horizon, obviously the last one I did. Bioshock Infinite on the PS4. I got the remastered edition, you can see here with the other Bioshock. I basically whirled up Infinite to see is it just as good as I remember. It is. At the moment though, my brother has my Bioshock collection and he's in London. So no Bioshock Infinite for me. Metal Gear Solid 5, fantastic game. Spent an awful lot of hours in it. No, I will not be doing an episode on this. You wouldn't see me for a year. Life is Strange. I thought it was a very odd game. Just never really clicked with me. I thought the dialogue was bad. The acting was poor. Some instances were just laughably bad, as in, was it you token up in here? I don't know what it is. The father of Chloe is hilarious.
Is that grass? You been token up again in here?
Oh yeah, guns, weed. You were tripping balls.
Yeah, not for me. Doom, obviously. There she is. Well, he is. Happy the sequel is announced, by the way. Oddworld, new and tasty. Heard an awful lot about it. Tried to give it a go. Didn't take for it. Same with that. Tabletop Racing, same with that. These are PS Plus games. Firewatch, adore it. That was just brilliant. It was, 3-hour, beautiful, engaging, scenic, marvelous. King's Quest, I got that on PS Plus. Wish I'd done more in it. I got stuck and then lost interest, and then it was great when I played it. I thought it was funny, but just never finished. Which would be a common theme of I like that game, but I never got around to finishing it. I'm assuming an awful lot of you can relate. Uncharted, yes indeed. Where are you? There you are, Uncharted. Layers of Fear, again, tried it, didn't care for it. Motorstorm Pacific Rim. Pacific Rift. Adore the first Motorstorm, that just never clicked. Madden NFL 25. Yeah, played a bit of it, but they're all the same. I played an awful lot of Madden 11, and then so from Madden 11 to Madden 25, which would be 5 years later. Just kind of the same. Wolverine on PS3. Solid game. Little Big Planet. For those of you who might remember, Little Big Planet actually came out before Trophies. So I played a whole lot of it then. I think it came out in 2008. But it was before Trophies, and I played a lot of it. But then once Trophies came in, I was already finished with the game. Far Cry 2, would like to go back to that someday. There's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, yes, that's for the show. Oxenfree, one of my favourite games made in the past 5 years. The story, the setting, the atmosphere, the soundtrack. I think I've played through it about 5 times now. I have it on PC as well. I bought the soundtrack. It's one of my absolute favourite games of the past 5 years. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, didn't care for. Rocket League, great. Definitely ran its course on me. Inside, I'm a huge fan of Limbo. Huge fan. I did a 17-minute video about Limbo's story. Huge fan of Limbo. Inside, I thought it was a bit of a disappointment. I didn't like it nearly as much as Limbo. Gone Home, adore it. I have it on PC. This was part of PS Plus. I have it on PC. Played through the whole thing. I thought it was brilliant. I know it's kind of divided. Some people thought it was a walking simulator, but it kind of is. I thought the story was really interesting. I love the setting. Journey. I have all the trophies on the PS3 version. Maybe this is part of PS Plus. But yeah, I've played that 100%. Great game. Brilliant. Battlefield. Just Cause 3. Couldn't get into it. Race the Sun. Super Meat Boy. No episodes of Platinum Journey on this. Please, people, stop asking. Every fucking episode I put out, there's always one comment. So, how about Super Meat Boy? No, I can't. I've tried playing it. I can't. I'm not good enough. And I do not have the patience. I would literally go insane. Broken Age. Huge fan of Double Fine. Big fan of the documentary series called Double Fine Adventure. I also did a video on that. It's one of my favourite documentary series. It chronicles the development of Broken Age from Kickstarter all the way to completion over a 3-year period. If you want a true insight into game production, that's just top notch. I think I've watched this series 4 times now, and the whole thing is free. It's on YouTube, so check it out. Never Alone. Played a bit of it. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. No. That's also another common request. No. I gave it a go. I played about 5 hours. Didn't really stick with it. I admire what it is, but it's not for me. Grim Fandango. Wish I liked it more. Wish I liked it more. Shovel Knight. Yes. That was a rough one. That was a platinum which I thought might have been impossible. That speedrun trophy towards the end, I thought, can't do it. Persevered. That might have been the toughest. That was one of the toughest platinums I've ever gotten, for sure. Dead Space 3, what a massive disappointment. Massive disappointment. L.A. Noire. I played more of the game than the 10%. I've played through about half the story, but it just gets so repetitive. So repetitive. Love the setting though. Deus Ex, wish I liked it more. Batman. There you are. Yeah, that was a fun one. That was a really enjoyable platinum. The right amount of challenge without being frustrating and satisfying when it's all said and done, and a very good game. Infamous. Adore that game. That's on the list of potential games to platinum, although it's a bit easy. Metal Gear Solid 4. No. This PS3, I've no trophies. I've played through it on the PS3. If I'm honest, I've done Metal Gear Solid 3, and if I had nothing else to do in the world, I would like to do Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4. 5 is just too much of a grind. Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 4 could make for monumentally good episodes. I mean, just spectacular. Metal Gear Solid 4 probably end up... Metal Gear Solid 2 might even be like a 40-minute episode. 4 might be a 50-minute episode. You gotta do about 7 or 8 playthroughs. Just mammoth. If I had all the time in the world, I'd do Metal Gear Solid 2 and 4. I really would. I think that would just be... that would be amazing. Alien Clone Marines. I played it for a video. Modern gaming masterpiece. I did on Ride to Hell Retribution, and I played through Aliens Colonial Marines, and actually have a script written of Modern Gaming Masterpiece for Aliens. Yeah, I like the idea of that series. You take an objectively terrible game and convince people why it's secretly brilliant. A modern gaming masterpiece. That's Aliens. Dishonored! Where are you? You here? Oh shit. I knew the Bioshock collection was missing. I knew there was something else missing. It was Dishonored. Really like that game. It gets better the more you play it. And I am dilly-daddling. I'm 11 minutes in. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm going to go faster through these. Mass Effect. Wish I liked it more. Wish I liked it more. Mirror's Edge. Wish I liked it more. It's good. Never finished it. Fallout 3. I admire it, but I found it terribly boring. South Park The Stick of Truth. That was good. That was one of my favourite games ever made. When the game initially came out, I was a games journalist, well, aspiring games journalist, with a website called onlysp.com, only single player. And we all had kind of a joint Steam account, and I came home drunk one night and just sort of, I don't know why, but I booted up Steam, and there it was in the joint account was South Park The Stick of Truth. I was like, oh, we got a code. We got install, and at 3 o'clock in the morning I played South Park for 3 hours until I passed out. Woke up the following morning, played it again, finished that whole game in about 2 days and loved every second. Just as a long time fan of South Park, it's great to get a South Park game. It's great to have finally gotten that South Park game that nailed it. I haven't yet played A Fractured But Whole, hoping to get around at some point. Peace Walker, great game. I really liked it. I played it in the lead up to Metal Gear Solid 5, kind of looking for a new Metal Gear experience. Ground Zeroes, grand, good teaser. Valiant Hearts, never finished it. Limbo, there it is. Played a bunch of times on PC as well. It's just a great game to throw on and just enjoy the atmosphere. Splinter Cell, the first one, clunky, very clunky. There's a reason why I did the Platinum Journey on the third game and not the first game. The first game is too clunky. Ratchet & Clank 2. Back in the PS2 game, I think I played through Ratchet & Clank 2 about 20 times. No, that's a bit exaggerated. 10? Probably 10 times. Yeah, probably 10 times. Uncharted 3. There you are. Yeah, Uncharted 3. Nice. Hey. Infamous First Light. Did not like the new Infamous game at all. No, hated the main character. Saints Row 4. Couldn't get into it. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Could not get into it. Grand Theft Auto 5. Could not get into it. And there will never be an episode of Platinum Journey. Other people, that's another common one that's asked. Stop asking. Sorry to burst your bubble. Not possible. Take too long. There's Second Son. There's all I played of it. I think I just couldn't get through it. Metal Gear Solid 3. No disc because I bought it digitally. One of my favourite games. Absolutely. Rain. No. Okami. What a joy. I've never finished Okami. I just played the opening 15 hours 3 times so far. The game's unlike anything else. Metal Gear Solid 2. Yes, a dream platinum. A dream. Catherine, couldn't get into it. Unfinished Swan, admired it. The aesthetic, beautiful. There's Eco, one of my favourite games. Also one of my favourite episodes of Platinum Journey. Eco, actually a little tidbit, Eco was the first game where I paid for music. Up until Eco, I was using just the free royalty-free music you get from YouTube, Audio Library, and a couple of other websites. Incompetech.com is another one. There's a fellow by the name of Kevin MacLeod, who has a whole website. I used all his stuff. But Eco was the first where I actually bought a music subscription to Epidemic Sound. I still have it to this day, and that was the first. Like, I was trying to up the production value, and I need fresh music, like proper music tailored to the game. And I used a bunch of chamber music for Eco, and it fit like a dream. That was kind of an instance of, oh, the show just got better. I now have proper music to play around with, and they can tailor to each game. Like each game, before I do the episode, before I go into editing, I spend hours looking through music to try and find music that would suit the game. There's like a different sound for the Bioshock episode. The Horizon episode is an awful lot of kind of tribal music. It's something I think kind of, pick music to suit the game and the kind of tone of everything. So yeah, that was a big help in upping the production value of the show. Lone Survivor, Bioshock Infinite, there you are. There, one of my favourite games. Absolutely loved it. Child of Light, another game I adore. I have wallpapers on my old computer of it. Just spectacular. Spec Ops The Line, the forgotten platinum. Adore the game, and I platinumed it, and I recorded everything except I had the gameplay audio muted. I've done an entire video about this called Personal Experience with Spec Ops The Line, which goes into more detail. Yeah. That was a pity. Because it was one of the hardest platinums I've ever gotten. It fucking ruined me. And there's no episode, and never will be an episode. Kind of sad. Enslaved. My friend Mitch loves this game. Has the collector's edition, and I've tried to play it because he loves it so much. There's got to be something I'm missing. So I've tried to play it on the PS3, and I have it on the PC as well. And one of these days I'm going to finish it, just so I can get an understanding of why. For you, Mitch, I will finish Enslaved Odyssey to the West. For you. Ratchet & Clank 3, I just got the collection. On the PS2 played a lot. Dead Space 2. Fuck, there you are. You're in the wrong place. You should be there. I got the order wrong. Dead Space 2. Phenomenal episode. I've had people tell me that they've seen that episode 5 times. It's one of the... I'm so proud of that episode. I drove myself mad. And it was worth it in the end. It really was. Really proud of that episode. Guitar Hero, I think we've all played Guitar Hero in the day. Walking Dead, I wish I could get into it. Just again, I liked what I played, just never got through it. God of War Ascension, disappointment. I made a video called God of War Ascension is not God of War good. I stand by it. It's a good game, it's just not God of War good. Ratchet and Clank, A Crack in Time. Oh, Crack in Time is missing as well. Jesus Christ. Dropping the ball here, aren't I? This pile should be up to here. Yeah. Great game. Definitely. I haven't played any of the new reboots. Fond members of Crack in Time. The Last of Us. Oh. I'd say maybe top 5 of my favourite games of all time. Just everything about it. My first playthrough was magical, and unlike anything else I'd ever played, I did not want it to end. It had so many ups and downs. I've went back and replayed it time and time again. Masterpiece. Very few games I classify as a masterpiece. I believe The Last of Us is a masterpiece. What they were trying to do, they succeeded, and I cannot think of any way to make the game better. Payday 2, nothing to say there. Rage 2 was announced. Don't like the direction they're going, but Brother is A Tale of Two Sons. I have it on the PC and I love it. It's got one of the saddest moments in gaming. I won't spoil it, but I have a smash cut video about it. Dragon Age Origins, couldn't get into it. So at the time of this, I was a big fan of Kind of Funny. At the time it was Greg Miller and his friends, the Game Over Greggy podcast, I think it was called. But Greg Miller was always on about DC Universe online, and eventually I tried it. Didn't care for it. Hotline Miami, couldn't get into it. Tomb Raider, after seeing Shadow of the Tomb Raider at E3, I'm now kind of curious. Well, not so much curious, but interested in going back through Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and in preparation for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Because Uncharted is gone for the next 5 years. I'd say 5 years at the least, maybe even longer. So Tomb Raider could fill that void. The new game looks really good, and Rise of the Tomb Raider looked good. It's just this first one, it was just that there wasn't enough exploration. But in the new games, there's loads of exploration and puzzle solving, which I think is really interesting. Uncharted 2, hey! The first episode of Platinum Journey in all its bungling glory. I dreamt about making that episode for months upon months of planning and figuring out how on earth I could make this show. And when I eventually tried it, it took even longer to put back together. But I was immensely proud, and still am, of that first episode. And you can see the leap in quality between that episode and The Last of Us. There were so many problems I made. The lighting was atrocious. For example, in that, I changed my t-shirt. My hair was all different for every single shot. The lighting was different for every shot. That's when I said, okay, we'll have a consistent lighting. And also, hey, maybe... I don't think I did it for that one, did I? No. It wasn't until later in the show when I decided that maybe it's not so good if I'm wearing a different t-shirt in every single shot and my hair looks different. That's why nowadays I wear the same black t-shirt. I've got 2 of them. So, if I'm filming over several days, I'll wear one and then kind of throw it in the wash and then wear the other and then throw that one in the wash, wear the first one again. But yeah, this is where it all started. And no better game to start with. Metro Last Light, wish I liked it more. Borderlands 2, really liked the first game. Couldn't get into the second one. DMC Devil May Cry, I thought it was fantastic. Like Ninja Theory. Really big fan of Heavenly Sword, and DMC I thought was probably my favourite Devil May Cry game. Although I'm not a huge fan of the series, but that was my favourite. Remember Me, that was a PS Plus game. I thought that was excellent. I'm still holding out hope for a sequel. Guacamelee, Ni no Kuni, wish I liked that more. The Jack series, we're getting into uncharted territories here. Sorry the pun, but this is pre-show. I'm going to skim through these, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm already up to like 20 minutes. Oh my god, have you made it this far? Have you actually made it this far into the video? I'm assuming I'm no longer your primary screen. I'm assuming I'm in a background tab right now. Have I freaked any of you out? I love it. Some of you actually have me in a background tab. And I've said, hey, don't put me in a background tab. Anyway, Skyrim. Wish I liked it more. Just them Bethesda games. I admire what they are. I just can't get into them. Same goes for Fallout. Just can't get into them. Demon Souls. Again, those Soul series. Can't get into it. Zack Zero, that was a PlayStation Plus. Shadow of the Colossus. Don't like it. Don't like it. Adore Eco. Don't like Shadow of the Colossus. And I have The Last Guardian upstairs somewhere. Don't care for that either. Pity. The Cave, the PS Plus game. Resistance 3. Huge fan of Resistance Fall of Man. Didn't care for Resistance 2 because they changed the whole story angle. It was no longer about the invasion, it was about the individual story. Didn't care for that. And Resistance 3 was okay. Fall of Man was great. FIFA 11. Ladies and gentlemen, this is like 7 years ago now. This is FIFA, that was 2010. This is 8 years ago. 8 years ago. FIFA 11. Played a bit of Worms. Worms Ultimate Mayhem. XCOM. Adore XCOM. I have a couple episodes on the channel called XCOM Diaries or something like that, where I kind of imagine myself in the role of an XCOM commander and do some dialogue. It was an interesting idea, but didn't really go anywhere. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Yes, I've actually platinumed this game twice because I got all the... This was on the cusp of trophies being installed. So before there were trophies, they had medals in the game. They had 1,000 medals. Sound familiar? And I got all the 1,000 medals and I unlocked everything. And then they got a trophy update. So I went back and I got all the trophies again. Basically did everything for the 1,000 medals, but again. So I've platinumed it twice. I will... Now, people ask about doing Uncharted The Lost Legacy. I plan on doing every Uncharted game for an episode of Platinum Journey. Even though I have the Platinum in that, I haven't played it in about 6 years, 7 years. I will probably get the remastered version and do an episode on that. But not until next year. I do an Uncharted game every year. And without fail. And normally I like to do an Uncharted game when I get an upgrade in equipment. Like Uncharted 2 was the first game. You'll notice that Uncharted 3, there's an upscale in production. I think I have a new camera for that one. And when I did Uncharted 4, there was another upscale in production. So each game is kind of like when I upgrade my equipment, it's Uncharted which I want to be the first episode of. It just feels right. It's the original idea of Platinum Journey, go on an adventure with these games. You know, with Uncharted you're going around the world treasure hunting, but you're not. You're kind of sitting in your chair, but you feel like you are. And I kind of want to have that sense in the show. So Uncharted is always the perfect one for it. The Lost Legacy will be done, as will this one. Journey, there it is on the PS3. I told you I had all the trophies. Ah, see? God of War 3 I've platinumed, and I've platinumed God of War 1. Yes. If you made it this far in the video, I'll let you in a little secret. I've platinumed it, and for the new episode of Platinum Journey, I went into a different account and did it all again. Because to platinum that, you don't have to play God mode. You can play easy. I wanted to play God mode too, so I did a new account. God of War 3, fantastic. But I would like to do an episode on God of War 1, 2 and 3, and then of course the new game. Dead Space, the second platinum I ever got. I would love to do an episode on that as well. It's been a long time since I played it. Madden NFL 11 is the first platinum I ever got. There you go, folks. This is number 1. This is what got me going on platinums. Then that, and then shortly after Dead Space. This is what got me going. This is what got me passionate, intrigued, and that led to like 2 games straight afterwards, the God of War games. Yeah, this was the first. I played a lot of Madden back in the day. I was a huge fan of NFL. Still a bit of a fan, but nowhere near as I was back in the day. That was the first. What set it all off? Sleeping Dogs, Quantum, Nothing Say, Infamous 2, good. Motorstorm, the first game I actually 100%ed. Beyond Good and Evil. I wish there was a platinum. If there was a platinum, this would get its own episode without fail. I'm so excited for the sequel. Limbo, this is the second. Oh yeah, PS3 version, yeah. Trine, Just Cause 2, Crisis, Rainbow Moon, Earthworm Jim, Played a hell of a lot of that back on the PC. Magnificent. Borderlands. Me and my brother played a lot of that together. We finished the whole game together, I believe, on his account. God of War, the little spin-offs. Good games. Blur, racing game, Fear 2. This is becoming a podcast. What am I doing? I thought this would be a quick 10-minute video. No. Red Dead Redemption. Wish I liked it more. Don't care for it. I admire what it is, but just no. Fallout again. I wish I liked Bethesda games. Heavy Rain. Thoroughly enjoyed. Jason! Oh, fuck me. Bioshock 2. Played an awful lot on the PC. Looks great in the PC, by the way. Great. That will get its own episode of Platinum Journey. I've done Bioshock. I've done Bioshock Infinite. Bioshock 2 will get its own episode at some point. FIFA 10, Madden NFL 10, Ninja Gaiden, Modern Warfare. I gotta be towards the end here. Burnout Zombie, Virtua Tennis. Played a monstrous amount of that. Big fan of tennis, by the way. Can't wait for Wimbledon in a couple of weeks. Wimbledon every single year. You sit down, you watch beautiful grass court tennis being played by the world's best. In my case, I just tune into everything Roger Federer does. That man moves with the grace of a gazelle. And Prototype. And we've actually reached the end. You crazy fuckers who have watched all of this, or listened to it, or somehow paid attention. I don't know what you're doing, but thank you. I hope this wasn't too boring, or at the very least, it might have been a bit insightful. So we'll go back to the beginning, yeah. So, 23 platinums in total. Most of which is on the show, but now you know the ones that aren't. There you go. You know behind the scenes. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. I can't believe you've gotten this far, you lunatic. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my entire trophy collection. Maybe in a couple of years' time I'll do an update. But yeah, for a guy who has a show all about... Oh no, who's this? Oh no, my mic. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but for a guy who has a show all about collecting trophies, I actually don't have that many trophies because the time to get the platinum and then make an episode all around it takes up so much time that I don't have any left over to platinum games in my spare time. I play games purely for fun or predominantly for the show at this point. So, okay, thanks again for watching. I hope this satisfied any curiosity you may have had. Till next time, take care.